Mosasaurus hoffmannii. Mosasaurus was a powerful marine reptile that lived from about 82 to 66 million years ago, near the end of the Cretaceous period. Its first famous fossils were discovered near Maastricht in the Netherlands, long before people fully understood what prehistoric marine reptiles were. Size estimates vary. Some scientists suggest it was around 11 to 12 meters long, while others believe the largest individuals may have reached 17 meters or more. Mosasaurus was a top predator with strong jaws and sharp teeth. It fed on fish, squids, sharks, turtles, ammonites, and even other marine reptiles. The Maastricht fossils became famous because they helped scientists realize that huge extinct reptiles once ruled the oceans. Ichthyotitan severnensis. Ichthyotitan was an enormous marine reptile that lived about 202 million years ago, near the end of the Triassic period. Its fossils were found in Somerset, England, mostly from massive lower jaw bones. Scientists estimate that it may have reached about 22 to 26 meters in length, making it one of the largest marine reptiles ever described. However, its exact weight is still unknown because a full skeleton has not yet been found. It was not a true dinosaur. It was an ichthyosaur, a reptile adapted for life in the ocean. It likely hunted fish, squid-like animals, and smaller marine reptiles, moving through the water like a giant ancient killer whale. Tylosaurus proriger. Tylosaurus was a mosasaur that lived during the late Cretaceous period in the warm western interior seaway, which once split North America in two. Its fossils have been found in places such as Kansas, South Dakota, and nearby regions. Some large specimens reached around 12 to 15 meters long. The famous bunker specimen at the University of Kansas was probably about 12 meters long and weighed around 8 tons. Tylosaurus was an active predator with a long body, a powerful tail, and a blunt snout. Fossilized stomach contents show that it ate fish, sharks, seabirds, smaller mosasaurs, turtles, and plesiosaurs. Shastasaurus sikanniensis. Shastasaurus was a giant ichthyosaur that lived around 210 million years ago during the late Triassic period. Its famous fossil was discovered near the Sikanni Chief River in northeastern British Columbia, Canada, and it is now displayed at the Royal Tyrrell Museum. This creature measured about 21 meters long and may have weighed around 80 tons, placing it among the largest known marine reptiles. Scientists still debate its exact diet, but it probably fed on fish, squid-like animals, and other soft-bodied sea creatures. Its massive size shows that some ocean reptiles reached whale-like proportions long before modern whales existed. Pliosaurus funkei. Pliosaurus was a giant pliosaur that lived around 145 to 147 million years ago during the late Jurassic period. Its fossils were found in Svalbard, Norway, and it became widely known by the nickname Predator X. Early reports made it sound almost impossibly huge, but later scientific estimates place it closer to about 10 to 13 meters long. It may have weighed around 11 tons or more, depending on the estimate. Pliosaurus funkei had a huge skull, powerful jaws, and large teeth. It was a serious hunter that likely preyed on fish, squid-like animals, ichthyosaurs, and other marine reptiles. Its Svalbard fossils are famous because they came from an ancient Arctic sea filled with large ocean predators. Shonisaurus popularis. Shonisaurus popularis was a massive ichthyosaur that lived about 227 million years ago in the late Triassic seas that once covered Nevada. Its fossils were found at what is now Berlin Ichthyosaur State Park, where dozens of skeletons were uncovered from the same ancient deposit. It grew to around 13.5 to 15 meters long and may have weighed more than 20 tons. For a long time, scientists thought it mainly ate soft prey, but newer fossil evidence shows that it had strong teeth, suggesting it may have been able to attack larger animals as well. The Berlin fossil site is famous because it preserves one of the most impressive gatherings of giant ichthyosaurs ever found. Albertonectes vanderveldei. Albertonectes was a long-necked plesiosaur that lived about 73.5 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. Its fossil was discovered near Lethbridge in Alberta, Canada, and it is connected with the Royal Tyrrell Museum. It reached about 12 meters long, but much of that length came from its extraordinary neck. The neck alone was around 7 meters long and contained 76 neck vertebrae. Compared with the biggest ichthyosaurs, its weight was much lower, probably only a few tons. Albertonectes likely hunted small fish and squid-like animals, using its long neck to reach prey while its body stayed farther behind. It is famous for having one of the longest necks of any animal ever discovered. Kronosaurus queenslandicus. Kronosaurus was a large pliosaur that lived during the early Cretaceous period in the ancient seas that covered parts of Australia. Its fossils were found in Queensland, and it remains one of Australia's most famous prehistoric marine reptiles. Older reconstructions made it look even larger, but modern estimates usually place it at around 9 to 10 meters long, with a weight of roughly 10 to 12 tons. Kronosaurus had a massive skull, a short neck, and powerful jaws. It probably ate fish, ammonites, turtles, and other marine reptiles, crushing prey with strong, cone-shaped teeth. Its name comes from Kronos, a powerful figure from Greek mythology, which fits its role as a major ocean predator. Elasmosaurus platyurus. Elasmosaurus was a famous plesiosaur that lived about 80 to 77 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. Its fossils were discovered near Fort Wallace, Kansas, back when the region was covered by the Western Interior Seaway. It grew to more than 10 meters long, but unlike heavier plesiosaurs and mosasaurs, much of its length came from its extremely long neck. Elasmosaurus likely ate fish, squid-like animals, and other small sea creatures, snapping them up with narrow jaws and pointed teeth. It is also famous because its first reconstruction placed the skull on the wrong end of the body, a mistake that became one of the best-known stories in fossil history. Leedsichthys problematicus. Leedsichthys problematicus was not a dinosaur or reptile, but it belongs on this list because it was one of the largest prehistoric animals ever to swim in ancient seas. It lived around 165 million years ago during the Jurassic period. Fossils have been found in places such as England, France, Germany, and Chile. Modern estimates suggest that the largest individuals reached about 16.5 meters long and may have weighed close to 45 tons. Unlike the giant predators around it, Leedsichthys was a filter-feeding fish. It used delicate gill structures to strain plankton and tiny animals from seawater, much like a whale shark or a baleen whale does today.